What is up guys, Wraec is here with a new video, and today you can already see we are in a guild, and we are not in any guild, we are in Serpentis, my Amazon guild, and it finally happened. It finally happened, as we promised like nearly a year ago. We took place 1 in Star Expedition from Chicken Co-op. And nobody really believed it, especially not Chicken Co-op, that we were going to surpass them. And while I played a minor role really in that thing, because like, yeah, not really the most points given we haven't attacked today, but like, yeah, it was really carried by MD Luffy, by Ark, which is Soul of course, and Loon, who really carried us to that point where we bet Chicken Co-op, and I can't say often enough how happy I am that we managed to do that. I want to congratulate each and every one of you on managing to beat them and getting that many points. It's quite insane. We're actually, on which boss are we? 114, and has 1% remaining. A bit more, and we will actually see the new boss here, which is quite insane. I've only seen that on Android and iOS yet. And, well, quite a difficult one, I have to say. Couldn't really show anything yet because we were mainly testing and trying to get ahead on the Androids. But, yeah, on Amazon, I think if we fight him, we fight him. So, let's just hop into the gameplay. Enough of that. I'm hyped, to be honest. Next goal, of course, being Ace Championship. I will see what we can do there. We'll do a little bit of Star Expedition. It's not really that spectacular on my Amazon account still. What we'll do, though, and that's quite fancy, we have the smash button here. We could go for Island 8 for the difficult mode. The problem with that being, like, if we go in here, we can try that, and we fight a stage like that, and, well, it's like set up like usual. It's not really an insane team. It's not really built to do anything here, I fear. But, like, yeah, you can take a look at that, and then then you can find out yourself how much of a chance that has to work. And yeah, not really. I think we could do hundreds and hundreds of attacks and never come close to beating that, so that's not really our goal. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you the smash button, because I think that's really cool. It's kind of fancy. Sadly, no smash button on Islands 8 and 9, the ones where you really want to farm right now to get passion and obsession sets. Well, you can't really do that, but you can go for this. You can prioritize the affixes that you want. Like, if you want to go for Kos on day 1, you go for Kos. If you want to go for Bull, you go for Bull. And you just click on that, you select the quantity of corrupted shards, you click on smash, and it will do all of that. It will select the highest tier ones as far as I understood it, and you can check them out yourself, and I think that's kind of fancy. I would love to see that on Islands 8 and 9 actually, and would love to just see, okay, what do we get out of it? Is there the pink one popping up, which would probably be somewhere in here, but it's not, sadly not for us. But yeah, that's about it. Let's clear this boss now. Let's make sure the other guys have a fresh boss to attack. We're not really going to go into setup too much. I think it's decent enough, I guess. I'm still lacking so many heroes to actually make that work. Oh, well, that surely didn't work out. But still decent damage, I guess. We can clear that. I'm sure we can clear that. I wasn't expecting the boss to one-shot us. Usually he doesn't one-shot us, and that worked. Usually it works quite well. Let's change the artifact on Ignis. Usually we get a few more rounds. Maybe we can get damage reduction. Like, let's use the Demon Bell here and go again, because that will give us some damage reduction and probably will be enough to survive this first active skill. At least I hope so. If it isn't, then we have kind of a problem. Then again, we do like 90% of our damage on turn 1, so yeah, worked out, nice. Well, that's about it. So that gave us a little bit of damage, but still we can't really do the big work here. I just hope that we can clear this last 1% with the next 2 attacks, otherwise, yeah, that will be a little bit annoying. On the new boss, the strategy is actually entirely different. I can't tell you guys too much about it, but it's actually quite insane how much we needed to change to really make that work. And, well, we will see that in the future, I suppose. For now, it is still quite the combat there. People trying to come up with teams, but if you just take a look at Android, or iOS, you see a lot of those guilds. They are cemented in their points. Like they don't go forward anymore. I think it's like 297 billion points, I think it is, where you enter the realm of the new boss. And most guilds are just around there. Let's take a look at. So it's now finally time that we go the next big step for this account. And I've actually spent an awful lot of time just now building heroes on this account, which is still horrible, I have to say. 348 hero slots is really not enough. But we now have HHA on E5, which is fairly important, so we can go further than that. And also we get Unbending Will, which is really great on him. Beyond that, now is actually the moment we are going to switch from LFA to SSM. And as this will be quite the tedious process, it will be over in a second for you guys. So say goodbye to our lovely friend LFA. Brought us quite far into the campaign, but now he's going to be our new CC support and Mockman actually our damage dealer. So that's it, farewell friend, and now let's see what SSM can do. Okay, and we are back, and you can already see LFA a tiny bit smaller, but oh, actually put skin on him, just didn't notice that. But the rest of the account, not so much. You can see quite massive actually. Now with the Mockman set up, we also have HHA now at T4. And the main problem really isn't the lack of Stellar or something. The main problem is we lack 10 stars and material for it, which partly might find its reason in us doing a ton of galas. We got full subs, well, nearly full subs. I left the last node open. We have the sublimations for that actually, but well, you know, it's not the good node. So until we really have a noble core on him and can enhance him further and go into Destiny transition, I don't think we are going to skill that. For HHA, I went for passive 2 mainly because we get the all damage reduction from Elegance. And then we go for CC support LFA, which is also not fully set up. Same problem here actually, lacking the bit of 10 stars actually. Still, let's go ahead, let's try that against our first stage that we were stuck with LFA. Maybe we can do it here. We had a bit of a speed problem here, I think, so that might still persist with SSM on the board. You can use SSM core as well. So let's see what happens here if we do some proper damage, or if we still get smashed. I wouldn't be too surprised actually, given that those Homes Young, well, we don't really get a whole lot of blocks there. Yeah. Or that we do that, that's alright as well. Can live with that. Only thing is, yeah, that guy really would need to go. Okay, we need to do some more attempts. As you can see, we have a whole lot more damage now. We actually have a whole lot more damage now. The SSM switch is kind of a nice strategy. The only really ugly thing that we have is, well, you can't block SSM marks. We don't really have an energy feed, so yeah, bit bad. So that's a bit of a problem. And so every time this guy gets to attack, we will die. We just need to wait for proper RNG. It's not really a low probability actually to hit this guy. One or two things that I'm thinking about, that we are using LFA as CC support currently with a GK Defier holy damage roll, which is a very nice damage roll, obviously. The only problem with that being that we have pretty bad RNG apparently. We don't really need him to deal damage. We mainly need him to CC, and that's not that easy. If he has a GK Defier holy damage roll, that was so close. Despite us not hitting that last Homes Young, I would really love a full energy feed on that team. Have to say it. That again is in the time where we don't get that. Bloody hell, that RNG is quite bad. Yeah, so if we do an active skill now, we don't really get another one. So we have to wait 2 full rounds for us to get that, where we never really get this other round. So that's a bit of a problem. But you can see it will be successful as soon as we really manage to beat both of those Homes Youngs, which again is not the case. This time we will beat both Tauras. Or not. Both of them survived, both Oberons died, also quite interesting. But the thing here is we have a lot of passive damage. We have damage over time, we have those potions that are thrown, so that's a bit of a problem. But yeah, so we should be able to beat that quite soon. Well, that has a chance to work. At least a chance. Or not in that case. We get good amount of chases here, but the thing is, like, it doesn't really help us against those guys. So let's give it a few more attempts. And then I also have some guild treasure tickets as well that I found on the account. Bloody hell, that is kind of annoying, I have to say. Yeah, we are slower than the Homesiang, so that works not in our favor as well. Maybe we can outspeed though. Let's see if we have a speed stone on that SSM. Just going to switch from that. Maybe this will work. 2327 speed. Let's see if that's enough to beat those Homesiangs. If they never attack, of course, we have an easier time. So let's see. Okay, we can outspeed them, which is nice. Didn't get the full CC, which, yeah, kind of brings me even more to the opinion that we might just want to go with the CC roll here. CI offset. Not control precision, obviously, but CI offset. And again, we didn't get the CC there. Yeah, that doesn't really help. I think we do that. I think we roll away GK Defier holy damage. We have 17 hammers. Something nice with CI offset. Probably going to switch to any CI offset roll though for now. I take GK Defier CI offset. That would be nice. I take GK with CI offset. Control immunity offset damage reduction. That is kind of nice for CC support. Damage reduction, holy armor. Damage reduction, holy armor help against a lot of waves. I think against this one as well. Maybe against the potion throws. Against Valkyrie stages it's very nice. So should be fairly tanky now. Well, or we just hit the 2 Homesiangs finally, which took so many attempts. There are 6 targets, we have 3 marks, and it still took a ton of attempts, so that should be a win. If we lose that, I will be mighty mad. No, that is a win. Easy, first try. Oh, that's a horrible stage. That's this bloody 461 stage as well that I was stuck at for 1.5 months. I still think it's like the longest time I've been stuck at a stage. Let's see what we do here. Okay, so we're 1 King Barton, and this is another one. At least this is the Nakia. We don't really have heal. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. But I think that can work. I think that can work. We just have to hit the right heroes all the time. I think I could let maybe Macro or something run and we'll probably be like 20 stages ahead. Not a whole lot of chases. Could have taken out the other King Barton as well. I mean, we heal for a little bit, but just not enough. And well, obviously we have a Homesiang and the King Barton left there, so there is no chance. Not very tanky right now. We probably need a few more crowns as well for the future. What we also need to improve, we currently have a 10-star Frey as one of the tenants here for the Mockman. That was nice. That definitely works out. We can still CC those guys. He's energy drained. Oh, Garuda. Oh, didn't get energy drained or had too much energy. Maybe I'm also thinking about maybe like mirror, elusive mirror. That would be nice. Could put that on like a puppet even. Then again, getting an elusive mirror not quite that easy. Well, double counter attacks with the Homesiang that bound to fail. But you really need to get some energy on that Mockman. As basic isn't really worth anything, to be honest. Not even in terms of heal. So that's quite bad. That's the same exact fight we had last time. It's not going to work. So yeah, it's the only problem with showing like Void Campaign. It just takes a little bit. I think we give this 2 more attempts and then we're just going to leave it for now. Do the 10 bomb that I have saved up for the guild tokens, and then maybe we can do it in a live stream. Oh, that actually looks kind of decent. Not sure. Well, the counterattacks could still kill us. Obviously they do. Nice. Now he's stunned. Stunned? Come on. I don't think we have the damage. Nah! Oh, it's horrible. We're obviously running Balance Strike on the Mockman because that's so much more damage. But yeah. And another thing, now that we have those S tier modifiers, I kind of want to get an S tier on Amazon. I have to say, I kind of want to get an S tier on Amazon. I'm not quite sure how we would manage to do that though, given that I just said that we did too many Soul Galas and, well, really can't build any 10 stars or something. Not quite sure we would do that. I think I will beat this off video. This is just a horrible stage. I really want to get this stone upgrade here. We can go ahead. It is very much so stronger than the team we had before because we can see we have higher damage. We get easier kills. So I think this will work quite well. We have to improve on her. She has to go to E5 and some other stuff has to happen. And well, going for an S tier, look at that. It's like, I have no copies that we can really summon. That is a little horrible. If we had, though, I think we would have stand a decent chance. We have a ton of contract starry gems, actually. Some in the form of copies still, where we have like this panda that sits here for some time. We still have that Oberon, that Rogue that we don't really need. We have like 4,000 combined, well, so which is at 1,500 and 2,450. And then 385 here as well. So we have a ton, actually. Could get a little bit more. But not the copies to go for an S tier. If we did, though, kind of like the idea of getting another Mockman, which would be kind of funny because then we have an A-, an A+, and an S tier. It's a little bit stupid if I think about it now, but you can tell me what you think about it. Do you think we will make some good progress with the Mockman? It's a little bit higher RNG, but it will work out, I think. So, that being said, thank you guys for watching. I wish you a great day, and we'll see us in the next one.